We are officially on day one of trying to create an entire song in 1 week. I have no idea how much I'm actually going to get done. For right now, before I get ready for work and stuff like that, I have about an hour. And I want to start getting the instrumentation ready. As in starting, completely starting anew. I have no idea yet. I don't know what the song is going to be, so I think that's gonna be one of the first things we need to decide. I will write the lyrics once I have a bit of an idea of what the music is going to sound like. I feel like I want to go in the direction of anger, rage, I don't know, some revenge, something like that, something a bit feisty. I think we should get started and see how it's gonna go. I don't know if you can hear this, but outside somebody's mowing the lawn, the little bit of lawn that is around where I live. So let's stop yapping, this is the sign, and get to work. Finding the right samples and the right sounds alone, it just takes so long until you actually get to creating the full like track. Here I've been sitting for like the past at least 10 minutes just figuring out what sound I want to go with. But this is an important part of the process, because if we don't do that, it's just going to be all over the place. And the bass. I spent at least an hour working on the instrumentation. It turns out I think we're going in a different direction. This is not sounding like anger and revenge. This is more like you go, girl. Yeah, maybe that is what we're doing for our next single, because I've written so much angry rage stuff recently that maybe I need a little break from that. So maybe that's what we shall be doing. And that's okay. That's okay. We will see where the music takes us. The music knows what it's doing. But now, let's go to work. It is still Monday, the first day of the challenge. And after work, I was like, I'm just gonna sit down for a few more minutes and maybe try to work on the song a little more. Because I had the bare bones of parts of it, but I was nowhere near where I wanted to be. Like, this is 7 days. 7 days is a short amount of time, and I need big parts of the instrumentation to be somewhat done before I can do the vocals. So what I wanted to do was sit down for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. Yeah. Time passed. It is now 9 p.m. I did eat in between. I sat down at just after 6, I think, right after I finished restringing my guitar. That was so necessary. Oh my gosh, I can hardly tell you how badly my guitar needed that, the poor thing. But I sat down and I worked until like 7:30, and then I was like, oh, actually, I kind of maybe should eat dinner. I was starving, and then I prepared food and I ate it. So we have the basic instrumentation of the entire song now. That's it, essentially. That's it for tonight. I am definitely signing off for tonight. I am not doing anything more. I've already promised myself that. So I will now rest, and then we shall get back up again tomorrow morning and work on it some more. I think the goal for tomorrow the most important goal is to write the lyrics, or to start writing the lyrics. And if I can, to also find some vocal melodies that might work for me. I will fine tune those obviously over the next few days, but I want to make a start with them if possible. Signing off for today. See you on Tuesday, day number 2 of the challenge. Let's see how far we get. It's already sounding pretty cool. Now, definitely, actually, really signing off. Good night. On we go to another round of creating music. Today, and what I'm doing right now, or what I will be doing in a minute, is writing lyrics. I actually often still write them on a physical piece of paper, yes. I just I like doing that. I'm still pretty tired. My brain is not at 100% yet. I think you can tell. Put yourself back together from the broken pieces. Somehow I managed to now have all the vocals for, like, the main vocals for the entire song. I don't know how that went so quickly for this song. I started about 2 hours ago, so it started out with writing the lyrics. So I have been at this for a while. I think this song was meant to be. And I was just listening back to the bridge. It's my favorite part of the song so far. I was just like, it's going to be epic. And I started out with being like, I might want this song to be kind of like a revenge, angry, but it ended up being the total opposite. It ended up being like really upbeat and kind of pull yourself up again. You've got this. We can do this. And in a very like encouraging way, but also kind of a little bit of a melancholic way, and like understanding that bad things happen and they need to be talked about too, but you can always get up again in the end and do you again. I'm so happy with the progress. There is still a lot to do. And this is not like the fine-tuned vocals yet. This is the guide vocals. So I will be practicing these vocals over the next few days before I record them, probably on like Thursday or Friday. We have done a lot of work now. We have a basic song essentially. Like this, aside from the fact that I would need a little more fine-tuning and some backing vocals, this is a demo. This is a demo. And a little bit of mixing, you would need that too. I'm really happy about this. I am not sure you can tell. Okay, now let's eat and then go to work and then see if in the evening I have the energy to return and spend a few minutes on the instrumental and maybe a few minutes on like the drums and chorus instrumentation. On we go to another day of working on this song. It officially has a name now and it's called You Got This. I did work a little more on the project last night. I figured out a little more of the drum stuff, but we still need to work on that a little more. I have the outro now. I have the instrumental in between chorus 1 and verse 2 now. What I'm doing now and what I'm going to think about now is, first of all, maybe improving the chorus a little bit. I still think it needs a little more work. And then humanizing the drums a little more, which I do through grooves and, randomization. So it sounds a little less computer programmed. That is the main goal for today, and to practice the main vocals a few times so that I can record them tomorrow. Welcome to another day of why in the world are we doing this? It is officially day 4. It is day 4. Oh my gosh. We are going to be recording main vocals today. Yay! I've already warmed up my voice and sung a little bit. I think I'll spend another song singing or so before I record because my voice, it's not even 10 yet, so my voice is not super awake yet. Y'all, that bridge! I love it so much. I'm just practicing the songs a few more times, but I've got it down. I've heard it so much and practiced it so much recently, but like, the bridge is so good! Oh my gosh! I'm just sitting there like goosebumps. I love it. I love it. And now it's actually chord vocals. I cannot help but see you there. Say just beside your phone. I am done with recording the main vocals. That took about 45 minutes, I would say, roughly, or just under that. If I already get to it, I will tune, and then I will be ready for tomorrow, already doing some backing vocals. It's coming together so nicely. It's like this song wanted to exist. Because I've never created a song on my own this quickly. I've done songwriting camps where obviously if you have a lot of different people who do different parts of it, it can come together really quickly too. We did that like in a day. I've done that 3 times already. It's crazy how that works, but on your own things work a little bit differently. It feels like we're kind of on track. Like technically I already maybe wanted to have the main vocals on Thursday to be able to already do backing vocals, but I feel like it's realistic to need a little bit of time to practice the main vocals, especially like the backing vocals. It feels like you can throw them together pretty quickly, like record them and come up with them. But the main vocals, they're the main point, the focal point, so you need the time to actually focus on these a little bit. Let's comp. I cannot help but see you there, looking gloomy cause life's unfair. No, grr. I feel like this part was done better in literally all the others, so we should. You get up and pack your stuff. I have now managed to finish the comping process for all the main vocals, and also what they do. Oh, I'm melodyning them too. So they are now tuned, which is melodyning, and they're comped, and tomorrow I can record backing vocals. So we are progressing pretty well, I would say. Here we go again, another day. This is day number 6 of trying to create a song in 1 week. And today I am doing backing vocals, or the first round of backing vocals. Usually I do more than one round. I'll start out and just try to lay down some basics, what I usually do, and then I will layer those and build on those and record more layers and more intricate ones and some ad-libs, but I don't usually do all of that in one day, so we might have to wait for tomorrow to create some more layers. And once I have all of them, I will step by step do all the cutting and tuning and stuff like that, all the work that goes into that. I will not fully finish this song just in this entire week with all the backing vocals and everything, because that is a very time-consuming thing to do, and I want to have a little bit of a break too because it's the weekend. But we will have the song all the most important things, we will have that finished. Put yourself back together. You got this, babe. 1 hour later, oh my gosh, I have created so many layers now, like so many layers. Especially for the chorus, I have 4 high ones, 4 low ones, like they're all different takes. And obviously I'll cut it perfectly later, but it's just somewhat cut now. Then I have the bridge, similar. I have some ad-libs. I have something for the second chorus, for the second verse, sorry. So it's a little bit of a build there. I'll play you a snippet in a second of one of the choruses, or actually maybe of the bridge, because that's most put together. It's sounding good. It's sounding really good. I will not be showing you the project just yet, but let's listen to a little part of the bridge. I'll play it to you. Obviously, it's not panned or anything yet, so it's still gonna sound very much in one place, but let's listen. So that's part of the bridge, and I haven't adjusted the levels yet, so the higher harmonies are still much louder than the lower ones. That's part of the mixing process. We'll get to that, don't you worry. We'll figure it all out eventually. Day 7 of trying my best to finish a song in 1 week. And we are back at recording some more backing vocals and some ad-libs and stuff like that, some more layers. And then I think I will have almost everything to actually finish this song. Isn't that crazy? I think it is. You know you do, you'll make it through. We did not finish the song in this 1 week, but I have everything I need, and the rest now is literally just cutting the backing vocals so they fit perfectly with the main vocals, tuning the backing vocals and putting on the effects and mixing a little bit, and then asking a friend to see what they think of the mix. And then there's not a lot left to do. So the next time you will see me in this video, you will see me probably when the mixing process is pretty finished. Probably in 3 weeks-ish, I should be able to upload this song. 3 to 4 weeks to streaming platforms, and then it takes a month until it's out. So you will be seeing this in a while. It's still a while, but it's gonna sound so good. Time jump. It's been about probably roughly 2 months since I last filmed an update for this video. Yes, a good bit of that time was spent on either the mixing and mastering part of the song, or that's been the last 2 weeks essentially, just having it uploaded and waiting, because the distribution services, in my case DistroKid, they need a few weeks, preferably up to a month, to get it everywhere on time. So a lot of it has now just been waiting, but the reason why it all took a lot longer than I originally anticipated was because I got sick. I caught good old flu. I was down and out for 2 weeks, like pretty much completely, and then it took me at least another week to fully recover and to feel okay again, so like good enough to do stuff. So that was right in the mixing process, and maybe that was not necessarily a bad thing, because sometimes in the mixing process you need a break for your ears. That's why everything was a little bit delayed, even though I originally probably wanted to already have the song out by now. But I will give you another sneak peek of the song right now, which will be out next Friday on Halloween. You will see the cover picture in just a second when I play some of the song for you, so you will realize why it is Halloween themed. And if you go watch the music video, you will also see why it is Halloween themed. This was the process of trying to create a song in 1 week. How did it go looking back at it now, a while later, when the song is actually finished and about to be released? I feel like when you have a job, and I have 2 jobs technically, aside from being a singer, songwriter, and producer, so I'm a writer and I work in a library. Creating a song in a week without a collaborator, without somebody who does like mixing, mastering, or anything else for you, it can be kind of tough, because I did use pretty much all of my free time, or most of my free time in that week, to create this song. And it was a really, really fun experiment, and I realized that sometimes deadlines can be a good thing. You know, as an indie artist, I make my own deadlines for the most part, except for when I'm working with somebody else. And that would be collaborations, and I've only done a few of those. So I make my own deadlines, and sometimes it's good to put a little bit of pressure on yourself, because sometimes you can get a bit lax as an indie artist. And of course, you need to still enjoy the process, and you need to enjoy making music, because that's why you're doing it as an indie artist. You're not signed to a label. You don't have to do this, especially if you're not earning your income through it. Enjoy it, but sometimes a little bit of pressure is actually kind of fun. It shows you if you can work well under pressure. I realized that I definitely can, especially when I have to, or when I have these artificial deadlines on me. I do work pretty well under pressure most of the time, and I have not had to work under pressure a lot over the last few years. So occasionally it's still just good to test yourself a little bit. I think that a lot of art is created with leisure, with exploration, with having fun, but occasionally applying a little bit of a time crunch, a little bit of pressure to a part of that process. For me, that was everything up to mixing, mastering. That just took the time it took. Occasionally it might not be such a bad idea. I hope you enjoy my song, You Got This Babe, which is its name. And once it actually comes out next week, listen to the full thing, watch the music video, please. The music video will be on my main channel, the one where I have all my covers and all my music. It's called Petty Haku Music. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon. Bye! HSV or something.